What up? Beyond the Roll podcast. We back with another episode, man. It's Kwame and your boy Zoe right here. We kicking it
What up, guys? How we doing? We back at it.
back at it again, man. UFC 323. You were there, bro. Gotta
I
talk about your
was, bro.
experience, man. That's a lot of stuff going on, bro. It's
Yes,
insane.
bro. I was I went to UFC 320 earlier this year. I didn't think that we're gonna be able to top that, to be honest. Saw
Ooh.
Khalil Roundtree versus Yuri Prohaska, and we pulled up to UFC 323 with a lot of great fights, especially that main card. We have Henry Cejudo retiring. We have Brandon Moreno fighting Tatsuro Taira. We have Joshua Van going against Alexandre Pantoja, and Merab Dvalishvili going against Peter Yan. Now, my thoughts going into it, I thought Merab is going to get the belt. Pantoja is going to get a rear naked choke. There's no way these dominant champions are just going to lose to these guys. I know Jan had a broken hand the first time they fought, but it was just like all these expectations going into it, and we got a completely different result, bro. I do want to talk about that. I don't know if you had the chance to see that third fight on the card, Ibo Barniweski versus Ibo Aslan, bro.
Oh,
There's
was
these
that the
two,
early prelims? Yeah, I
yes,
did.
bro.
I
There's
just
these
watched it
two,
right now.
bro. But my bro, this is like the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life, bro. The minute and 30
Mhm.
seconds of pure just chaos. These guys, as soon as they walked out, I knew they had this like different energy to them. These guys were ready to scrap, bro. Like they're out there walking out. This guy Iwo Barniweski's making his UFC debut. So I'm like, let's see. A lot of these guys get the UFC kind of jitters, but this guy freaking went to war, bro. These guys knocked each other down like 4 times each.
Mhm.
I thought the fight ended. I started screaming. I'm like, "Oh my god, the fight's!" I thought that was a TKO. And then I look around. My brother's like, "Yo, they're still fighting." I'm like, "What? What's going on?" And then it's just like they're going back and forth. And then there was a knockout at the very end. And it was the early prelims, bro. Like, if you guys go to a UFC event,
Banger.
please just go early. Please just go early. You get to see all these people. You get to see Joe Rogan, John Anik, DC, the Revs, Herb Dean. They're all walking through. So if you have the chance, just walk up, try to get a pic with them or something. And I was able to see like some really cool people there just because we showed up early. So it was an awesome experience. But like, bro, like, when did you like start watching? I would like to kind of just go back and forth with like the
Yeah.
events and kind of what you thought.
Yeah, I did go back and watch that fight because I saw your reaction to it, and I was like, I missed it, and I went back and watched it, and I was like, damn, it was just like, it was kind of like what I saw. You see something like that at a bar, like, but this high level, just going after a dog, and like it was highly entertaining, dude. So hopefully these guys got like a little bonus or something
They
because I
did.
think they deserve it. Yeah.
Hmm.
I did watch. I basically started at the main card.
Okay.
I saw Jan going at it. He got it actually went to decision, huh? Draw. It was
Yeah,
close. John almost
majority
finished
draw.
him.
Hmm.
And I mean, it was close. I mean, I guess if he had a little bit more time, he could have finished that fight. But um, I don't know. What do you think?
That
You
was
think
a
it's pretty
close one.
close? Or,
Jan got,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. I thought it was close. I thought the first round went Jan Blachowicz way, and he gets rocked in the second round, which is like, oh damn. Like I was going for
Yeah, he
Jan
did.
Blachowicz because I feel like a lot of the last 4 fights, bro, he hasn't got a win. It's been like draws and like freaking he's lost decisions, really close fights. So I'm like, bro, please just just get a dub. But then he gets rocked with a stiff jab and he gets sent back to the canvas and is on the ground. And you know how the ground gets, bro. He gets like he goes into deep water sometimes. So I was kind of worried for Jan. And then he ends up, I feel like he wins. I don't think it was a 10-8 round for Jan, but
Hmm.
he kind of secures a takedown at the end. I'm like, okay, that definitely won him the fight. It was probably a 10-8 for the second round, so it was a draw. So I understand it.
Yeah.
But like I'm trying to see like before like the early prelims, we had that fight. Jalen Turner ends up getting a dub against Edson Barbosa coming out of retirement. I thought that was like really crazy. If you guys have the time to
Nice.
go check that out, like Edson Barbosa was like put into like some freaking medieval times type of fight, bro. I thought he was gonna die or something like that.
Holy
Um,
shit.
yeah, dude, it's pretty bad. Terrence McKinney, really cool guy. I thought he was gonna get the dub in the first round. Chris Duncan ends up getting a submission. These guys
Mm.
freaking put on a show, bro. But yeah, the whole main card was fire, bro. Whole main
Oh
card
man.
was fire. Right after that, we had Payne Talbot versus Henry Cejudo. What do you think about that one, bro?
Uh, it kind of went like how I thought it was for the most part, as far as like painting his hands and his speed was looking nice.
Hmm.
defending the takedowns, which we were wondering, like, hey,
Yeah,
how's his takedown defense? And he was able to take down Henry Cejudo, dude, with that
twice.
nice inside trip. Was so clean, bro. That's
I
like,
was
wait,
freaking out.
man, textbook, dude. They look. I was like, man, how much cleaner could that get, bro? I was like, that was nice, bro. And
And
Henry just looked
that's
shocked. I was
crazy.
like, oh fuck, I'm on my back. Like,
I don't think anybody could have like was like, oh yeah, Henry's gonna out take down. I mean, Payne's gonna out take down Henry. I didn't think that was gonna
I didn't
happen. So
think
once
so.
he hit that, like that, the whole like vibe shifted. I think that was like the biggest moment. The first takedown, the second one was really cool too, double leg right into side
Oh, that was
control.
clean. Yeah.
But like it was a scrap. Bro.
Oh man.
Say
Yeah.
say what you want about Henry Cejudo, dude is like a legend, bro. He's definitely going to Hall of Fame, double
Oh
champ,
yeah.
gold medalist. I don't even think we're ever gonna see that again. Like maybe Gable Stevenson could do something like that, but Henry Cejudo is one of one, and seeing him go out like that, and they did like a little video afterwards was great. And even they did a I love Max Holloway because he's kind of started that whole like let's throw down right here in the middle, like seeing that at the
Yeah.
very end too. It's like bro, like those moments are awesome. So Payne Talbot, his striking was really good. He was able to just bob and weave like really smoothly. Like even watching it in real time, like whoa, this guy's got hands and he could bob and weave. You know what I mean? So I feel like that was really good. It adds a lot more anticipation for this bantamweight division. We got a lot of guys who freaking want that ranked spot. So these guys are going to be coming after Payne. And yeah, man, hopefully we get to see a striking match. I really want to see Sean O'Malley versus Payne Talbot. I feel like that's
Ooh.
the fight to make. And who knows where this matchup could land up, maybe a White House card or something big. But trying to think. Yeah, it was a great performance from Payne, and he hit a nasty knee. And Dana White kind of posted a picture of Henry afterwards, and it looked pretty bad.
Oh man. Yeah. He went, like, we were talking about, like, is Henry gonna go to war? You know what I mean? Or is he gonna take like an easy way out? Nah, dude, he went out with a bang, bro. And
Hmm.
he's got to be proud of that performance. And just putting, just not retiring. Like, he could have just kind of left. But he's risking it. He's risking his career and like
Hmm.
his legacy. And I mean, even though he had a loss, that was a hell of a way to go out. I thought he was done way earlier, and he just kept going. I was like, I don't know if
Yep.
he's still gonna do that anymore, like how he used to fight like a dog. And
Hmm.
he's still tough. I mean,
Still
he
super
didn't
tough.
get put away either. I mean, it went to decision. So
I
that's
think
fucking
that
crazy, bro.
yeah, it was a great fight. And like one, I think Henry got hit like in the body. He grabbed like a single leg, but you knew he was hurt, but he was
He
still
was
fighting
hurt
for it.
bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's like that's cool. Even I mean, we'll get into the main event too, but Merab, he didn't give up either. It's like some of these guys they'll get rocked and they're just like it's done. But Henry, even if his last fight, it's like he chose he's still to fight, and you gotta respect that, bro. At the end of the day, like that was
I
crazy.
think that's the difference between like someone that's, you know, a champion and not a champion, dude. It's those ones that they be getting rocked and they just keep throwing back. What you saw in the early prelims with the new guy you were talking about. How do you say his name?
Barney,
Iowa
Ewell Barney
Baron.
Wesky.
Like that guy seems that's like a champion's both of them, dude. Like
Yeah.
that's what champions do. They get rocked, but they just keep going and they find a way and they land one good shot. It's like those are the best fighters, dude, that just they go get through adversity and stuff like
Hmm.
that and they can just keep going, bro. Like you don't see a lot of that, man, but that shit was impressive on both. But yeah, man. And then moving to the next fight, dude, Brandon Moreno, dude.
Ah,
With
dude, this
Arturo
is this
Ira.
was heartbreaking for me, bro, because I
Oof.
was like, this was a fight I really wanted to see in person. Brandon Moreno, he gets like this sweep in the first round, and he holds this like triangle position. It
Yeah.
wasn't like a traditional triangle. It seemed like it was like kind of like a omoplata type thing. Like it didn't even look like it was like threatening Tyra. But I'm like, okay, Brandon Moreno hasn't fought a 3 rounder in forever. So I'm like, okay, maybe he's just trying to secure this round. He had more time to be more aggressive later in the rounds.
Mhm.
Um, kind of stalls out for like 3-4 minutes, and then as the second round starts, Brandon gets taken down. He's not really known for the best takedown defense, but he gets taken down, gets his back
Yeah.
taken, and I'm just like, he knows what to do. He's been training with Mikey. Like I'm sure, like when I was watching them, like okay, he could get out. And he gets like a body triangle, and then he goes stomach down, which is not a position you want to be in
Mm,
at all with two hooks
nah.
in. And then Brandon keeps on getting hit. I would say like some of them were getting blocked, but like Brandon didn't go unconscious. You know, it wasn't like
Yeah.
like I feel like, you know, of course, as a Brandon fan, you would love to see like maybe a few more shots. Maybe Brandon could have got out, but they kind of just like waved it off. And for me personally, I'm like, it didn't feel right, bro. I'm like, what? Like
Mm-hmm.
it didn't see, because I didn't see Brandon go out on the shield. I didn't see like him put in a
Yeah.
super bad spot. So I'm like, I felt like there was definitely some more fight in the tank. Yeah, he was put in a bad spot, and yeah, it looked pretty bad. But at the end of the day, it's just like, bro, it didn't feel right
Uh-huh.
as a fan.
This is a
So
hot take, but like your boy, the guru, what's his
oh
name?
yeah,
Guru.
Vision Guru, and
Yeah,
yeah,
Vision
Andres.
Guru.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure he has a lot to say about that fight because like maybe I think he would say something like, "Oh well, what if they're trying to make a Japan champion to get more viewers, and they fucking called that early, and they saw an opportunity to wave it off." So that could be a thing too. I'm like, damn, are they really trying to push out Brandon Moreno and try to move in this Japanese fighter? You know, it's hard. I mean, shit, dude, like these Japanese fighters coming into UFC have been having like some problems, right? I mean,
Yeah,
you
like
know, getting
what's
the
his name?
belts.
Kai Sakura against Pantoja, like first
I
round
mean, that's a
sub.
tough fight, but yeah, so maybe they're trying to build up some of these Japanese fighters. I think it could have went on a little longer. I just know that Brand Moreno is tough as fuck, and like, who knows? He might have been able to like spin around back on his back and lock him up and then get up and survive. Because I feel like he has more dog in him than and how do you say the Tyra?
Tyra, yeah, I think
Tyra.
so too,
Yeah.
bro. I
I feel like
it
if
just
that's a
it
5 round
sucks.
fight or something, yeah, they got to run it back. Maybe. I don't know. It's hard to say. They're gonna keep pushing that dude forward.
Yeah,
Tyra.
that's
Yeah.
that's an interesting point, bro. And I heard my dad talk about that too, and it's like I really hope that's really not the case because that makes the whole like WWE makes the
It
UFC like
is.
WWE, and it's like you're thinking of it as a business, and then you're kind of like fixing fights. Like if it's that case, I'm not saying that it is, but if it really if that is the reality of it, like that ruins a lot of things for me as a fan. But yeah, you know, there's a lot of opportunities where it's like, you know, a fighter can build a whole fan base, and we got a young guy, Tatsuro Taira, 25 years old. You guys go to Japan. He fights for the belt
Yeah.
in Japan against Joshua Van. Huge. Pride in Japan was like the biggest thing over there in Japan before. It was bigger than the UFC at the time, and it stopped due to the kind of like gambling and kind of like mob stuff. But at the end of the day, it's like that's where fighting originated. We think about the samurai times, think about the Japanese history. It's like, yeah, the people would love that. So
Oh yeah, it'll
yeah,
go crazy.
especially with the whole new Paramount deal and stuff like that. It's just, bro, like I did not expect that. And we could go into the next fight. I did not expect that either. Alexander Pantoja going against Joshua Van, and he breaks his arm. Who could have
Man.
predicted that? Makes things even crazier because you know we think Pantoja is just gonna run this division all the way up, and he breaks his
Yeah.
arm and loses the belt, bro. Like
Man.
what was that for you like in real time?
I was just like, it's just one of those frequent, injuries that we've
Mhm.
seen happen. What was it? Connor snapped his ankle.
Yep.
We used to we'd be seeing that shit. Kobe popped his fucking Achilles. I mean, it's a fight, and at the end of the day, a win's a win. Maybe he should have fell different. You can argue a lot of things. Um, Got to give it up to him though, bro. Joshua Vaughn, like he pulled up. He didn't. He looked like he was ready to go,
Bro, they
and
had
he
the
got.
coldest walkout songs back to back, bro.
Yeah, it was
They
hard, dude. Was
Joshua
it
Van
Many Men?
walked out of Chief Keef, and then Pantoja walked out to Many Men by 50 Cent, bro.
Gosh,
I'm like, I don't even.
great songs.
I was like, bro, this is probably one of the coldest back to back knockouts. Yeah. But yeah, dude, the first round starts. Alexander Pantoja, you know, like every fight, he just goes out like super fast, and just didn't break fall right, bro, and just like Dana White said it was the shoulder. It looks like I've seen it back a few times. Like it definitely looks like an elbow dislocation for sure.
That
But
elbow's out, bro.
yeah, the elbow is
I
somewhere
don't
else.
know.
It's like I
Yeah,
don't know. Yeah, it was just like
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what the whole all the details of like the ligaments and stuff like that, but that didn't look good at all.
Mm-mm. Yeah,
I was kind of
unfortunate.
walking back to the hotel after the fight, talking to my bro. Like, I felt like they should have kept the belt with Pantoja. Like, I know Van,
Oh,
he went out there and you know he did what he could, right? He didn't like do that on purpose.
No,
But we
no,
think
no.
of Tom Aspinall getting eye poked. He keeps the belt. Like he got eye poked.
Oh
It's
shit!
not,
I didn't think about that.
but like, bro, like we're like wondering if that's the case for Tom Aspinall. Yeah, Tom got eye poked, but dude, like you can't control your arm just breaking mid fight. It's like, what are you gonna do? Tom Aspinall had the choice to maybe fight still,
Hmm.
and he still has opportunity. We don't even know if he's gonna rematch Cyril Gane. Like I don't even know if this is a hot take, but like maybe just have Pantoja keep the belt and maybe have an interim. This is the time where you have an interim thing. Like,
Yeah,
this is like what's his name? Tatsuro Taira versus Joshua Van interim title fight. Boom. And then Pantoja comes back secured. And then he comes back and then they fight for it. But it's just like giving the whole belt to him. Pantoja has like a crazy story leading up to it. Defending
damn.
the belt so many times. It's like as a Brandon Moreno diehard fan, it hurts seeing Pantoja go out like that for me, bro. And Pantoja's been a war with Moreno a bunch.
And then Joshua Vaughn just kind of gets a free pass, huh? Like he doesn't have to go through that war.
Yeah, who knows what that fight would have looked like, bro? I'm
I
not saying
mean,
Joshua Van could have win, but it was like Pantoja's a scary dude, and you can't say he's not.
and will he be the same after surgery, dude? When you get shoulder surgery, you lose limited the motion. The range of motion is limited. It's just gonna take like 7-8 months, bro.
It
Yeah,
sucks,
fight
bro.
the whole year. Yeah,
And it's like, you're not training for that long. All these guys are training, getting better, working on their stuff, getting fight experience in. It's like,
a lot better. Yep.
but what if Pantoja could
Come
do it?
back and win.
Yeah,
Then he's even better than ever.
yeah. It just sucks for me as a fan. I was thinking like Moreno's he's gonna sub Tyro. He's gonna knock this dude out.
Title run.
He's gonna go for a title run. He's gonna go against Pantoja again. And that reality just got freaking wiped away, bro. Like back-to-back fights. So I'm like trying to process that. I'm like, oh damn, that's not happening. But Joshua Van, bro, like maybe with the belt. Some of these guys are just different fighters once they have that belt. They got a different
Yeah.
energy, and it's like, fuck. Now this guy, he's so young. He's the second youngest UFC champion ever, behind John
Damn.
Jones, and it's like
Damn.
he could be a freaking legend. Now we don't even know. So it's just like the whole division is gonna be crazy, and freaking what's his name? There's a flyweight division. So yeah, there's a lot of good matchups that can happen with Van and stuff. But Van's been put away by Charles Johnson. He's been knocked out before, so we maybe could get a match with Charles Johnson and him. That's the guy.
Oh
His
shit.
nickname is the Energy. I think we talked
Okay.
about him before. But yeah, he could have an opportunity to rise and do his thing. So yeah, it's a crazy freaking fight game, bro.
Man, yeah. It's unfortunate, man. But yeah, man. Moving up to Marab, dude. Peter Yan, dude. That shit was fucking crazy ass fight, dude. It was entertaining, man. We were talking about this. Like I told you, man, this shit was gonna be a dope ass fight. These motherfuckers don't play around, dog.
Did you have any picks going into this?
I lost
main event?
I lost
Oh,
everything,
shit.
bro. I think.
Oh, shit.
Nah, we got Payton, and that's it.
Damn.
It was bad. I lost
Yeah.
$70. Yeah.
Dude, it was so unpredictable, bro. Like even for people who are like diehards of the sport, I don't think really expected that. But in the arena, I would say so many people were Marab heavy,
Really?
like super
Damn.
heavy for Marab. Like Marab chants right off the get, super
Crazy.
loud, and it's like, is anyone going for Yan? I predicted Marab to win, but I was rooting for Yan during the fight because I was like,
cool.
if Yan could do it, that would be cool because it's like underdog. I love underdogs, bro. Like if
Me
there's
too,
somebody,
yeah.
if there's somebody who's like they don't have no shot, I'm like, come on, give them a little chance. And then
more exciting fighter,
dude. I would say
a little bit more.
I would say so. I just think boxing is like
a little
peak
more,
entertainment, bro. Like
yeah.
it doesn't take a rocket scientist to understand what boxing is and what it really does to someone. So it's like maybe jujitsu's like you got to know, oh, he's in a bad spot, or oh, he's gonna go out. Like you have to know that type of stuff. If you don't, it's kind of like, what are these guys doing? Same thing with wrestling, but boxing is like I don't think we've seen a boxer like Peter Yan, and they're just throwing the kicks mixed in with the boxing and then just the takedown defense and the balance that Peter Yan showed during those takedowns, I think he outlanded Merab in takedowns.
He
5
did.
takedowns to 2, bro. Merab only got
Yeah.
2 takedowns
Crazy.
that whole 5-round fight. And then
Man.
each
2
round,
for
bro,
29, dude. I'm just looking it
dude.
up.
Yep. Just like each round, we're like, can Peter do it? Can Peter do it? Can Peter do it? And then the people start rooting for Peter, bro. But I gotta give it to Moran, bro. He showed extreme heart. Even when he got popped in the liver, and he started backing away, and he's just like,
Yeah.
"Oh, he's in trouble." It's like, are we seeing Marab get tired? Like me and my brother, like, whoa,
He
like,
looked
is
tired.
is he getting tired? He's still swinging. He was still fighting. He's still kind of smiling through the pain, which shows a lot about these guys, especially like during the mid fight when Murad was in some very deep waters. It's just like, what does a champion do in this situation? And it's
Mhm.
like, damn. And he's, there was still some good spots where like Murad picked him up, he slammed him.
Yeah.
That was
That was
like,
cool.
just like, did the tide shift right there? But
Nope.
it was like throughout the whole fight, you didn't really know what was gonna happen. And then you're like, who really won? And I thought I got the rounds like 4-1 Jan, but I
Damn.
hear from like other YouTubers and stuff that like the commentary team was like DC had it like 2, Marab had 2 rounds or something like that. And I was just
All
like,
right.
I did not see that. I personally didn't see it, but I didn't listen to the commentary. So when you go to an event,
It's
you're
quiet.
doing all the fight analysis yourself. You could hear some
Yeah.
fans be like booing and cheering and saying some crazy stuff, but like you're kind of
Mhm.
like, okay, he won that round. He didn't. So it's like,
Exactly. You have no idea. Yeah.
no. So
You're just calling it yourself.
it's different. And then when you're watching a fight with John Anik, Joe Rogan, and DC, you're like, like you're hearing what they're saying, and you're like, oh, I kind of see that. And then it's like, it's a little more of what they see, and then you're kind of interpreting that
Yeah.
and
You
what
got
they
to
say.
say the Rogan things in your head like, look at his leg. His leg is red. Look at the red color in his legs. Those calf kicks, man. You can't hear
His
the
cat,
John Anik uh
no, I
what do you
saw
say?
John Anik. I'm like, you like that condensed milk? I started laughing.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, these guys are just like they were just walking by, bro. I saw Theo Vaughn, bro. I
Yeah,
got a
that was
story,
crazy.
bro. I got a story if you're down to hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. So like before the main event, or right when we got there, Theo Vaughn was already there. He was already,
You seen
sitting
him just
down.
like,
Yeah, he was just
yeah.
he had his little Yankee hat. He got a little jacket. I'm like, oh shit, it's Theo Vaughn. And I'm like, man, I want to get a picture with him, bro. So he's like walking around. I try to get a picture. It's hella blurry, bro. Like I try to he's walking by, just like it was so blurry. I'm like, what? So I'm like, damn, I kind of blew that
Yeah.
opportunity to take a picture with Theo Vaughn. And I'm like screaming. I lost my mind with the whole Ebo Aslan Barney Wesky fight. So I go get a soda, big ass soda, and I'm like sipping. I'm drinking it, and then I'm like, damn, I gotta use the restroom. So I'm like using the restroom like 4 or 5 times throughout the event, and I leave to use the restroom one time, and I come back. My brother just finished taking a picture with Theo Vaughn. And he's like, bro, you missed it. He was telling me, he's like, oh, bro, I was so sad you missed Theo Vaughn because he took a picture with him. And I'm like, nah, bro, you're good. Like, I'm glad you got a picture. And then I see him, he's taking pictures of a lot of people. He was like a cool dude, like taking the time to go. Like, a lot of these guys were in a rush. Like Joe Rogan, he was just like, I'm out of here. Like, he was just like, oh, I gotta go. And then just left. But Theo Vaughn taking pictures, and I see him all the way, like, across, like, probably like 6 rows of seats. But there's not a lot of people. So I just like jet across the whole stadium, and I just like go over there, and I jump over some chairs. Like I jump over the
Damn.
front row. I didn't like jump, but
Holy
I like
shit.
stepped over until like, hey Theo, can I get a picture? And he's like, yeah, bro. And I give him my phone, and we take a picture. I'll send it to you so we can put it out here. But like we take
Yeah.
the picture. I'm like, yes, finally got it. I try to ask him like, bro, what do you think about the fights? He's like, oh, I gotta take some pictures with these guys. But at the same time, it was just like, bro, it was wild to be able to see that. And we saw some really cool people. Saw Mark Goddard, Mackenzie Dern, Anthony
Oh yeah,
Hernandez.
yeah.
Who else did we see? Saw DC, got a fist bump from DC. He didn't take no pictures, but got a fist bump. But man, there was so many cool people. Like Charles Oliveira was there, bro. There was like when we're sitting down, there's like security guards blocking the thing. And like Charles Oliveira's walking through, and then the security guards stopped me, bro. They're like, oh, no, you can't. I'm like, bro, it's Charles Oliveira. And he just like, he was all serious. And then he just like, dang, you're right, bro. That's the guy. The face is like, damn, it is Charles Oliveira. But Charles didn't take any pictures. He kind of just walked through in a whole Gucci fit.
Oh damn, sick.
Yeah, he was fitted, but there's so many people were there because they did fight announcements for 325, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So Diego Lopez was there, Volk was there, Charles was
Damn.
there, but they're all like in the next to the ring. You know, they're kind of in the
Yeah.
separate thing, but you could kind of see them. And yeah, bro, it's like it was an amazing event, bro. And I just really wish, you know, me and my bro were talking after the event. It's like, man, if Brandon won, that would have been like, you know, perfect. But you know, that's how the UFC is. It's like you can't predict how things are gonna go. Your favorite fighters are gonna win. Your favorite fighters are gonna lose,
Yeah.
and it's just that's why we watch the sport, because it's like, damn,
Yeah.
there's so much emotion invested into it. That's what makes it so crazy, bro.
Yeah, that's what the crazy thing about fights, man. It's just like you just never know, man. Some of these guys just have an off day. Marab, what if he was sick? What if he had a staph infection? What if he had the flu? It's like there's no excuses. Like, you know, maybe he had an injury. He's not gonna say he had an injury.
No.
He got dumped on his head too. Did you saw he got fucking head spiked? I
No,
don't know
I
if you
didn't see
saw
that.
that.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, he fell right on his fucking head. Like Peter Yan dumped him on
Yeah.
his head. That
Mm.
shit was crazy. But who knows? We'll see if he'll say anything, but I doubt it. He doesn't want to make excuses. Like, you know, Peter was saying he was hurt too, right? So I don't
Yeah,
think
he had a broken hand.
yeah, I don't think Marab wanted to come out and be like, "Oh, I got a stuff in my fist, so I can't even bend my arm." He didn't look himself, bro. He looked tired, a little more.
He did look tired.
Maybe those body shots got him tired.
I
But
think it was just so much fights in 1 year, bro. Like
oh my god, he did have 4 fights in a year.
yeah,
Right?
like the
I didn't
4
even,
weight
I didn't think
cuts,
about that.
4
Yeah.
weight cuts 4 times. And it's like, imagine it's like you're doing
Okay.
4, at least maybe even 4 jujitsu competition, let alone fights. Your body's gonna be wore down a little bit. You're gonna deal with a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And bro, I
Okay. Yeah.
think Marab just had too much.
You overdid it.
I think he overdid it, bro. I think so. And it was just like the
4 weight
perfect storm
cuts. 4
for him
weight
to lose it.
cuts. 4 training camps. Sparring all
5
damn
rounds.
year.
And he trains every
5
day
rounds.
like a tank.
Damn. So maybe it's slowing. He's slowing down a bit. They're already trying to clown him, bro. He lost one time. They're calling him the washing machine or something. I was
No,
like,
come on, bro. Stop, bro. Stop.
It's too much. Yeah. The memes
fans,
like that are too crazy, bro.
Like I love the
they're
fans,
savages.
but like some of the things they say, especially on Twitter, bro. Like you go on Twitter, you're like, what are these guys even saying? Like, how do you even think of that type of stuff? It's like so dark, and it's like,
Really,
what are you?
yeah.
Maybe you just like lost a lot of bread, and you're just like mad. Like
yeah, that's probably why.
I think maybe that's why a lot of these guys
Yeah.
are like, bro, screw this guy. This guy freaking lost the parlay. But it's like, bro, come on. These guys are people at the end of the day putting it out for the fans. I don't know. It's even like me watching Moreno go out like that. It's just like, bro, feel for him. The day after was his birthday. So I'm like, bro, it's like, damn. It's like the sport is so crazy. It's like you win, we talk about you, you lose, you're gone, you're forgotten. It's like I feel like that dynamic definitely has to kind of like, it's not healthy, bro. It's like a lot of these guys base their self-worth on the end result. And it's like, bro, these guys already proved themselves. They already got to the UFC, let alone freaking, you know, be losing to a champion or an upcoming star. Like, come on.
And then even if you win, they're like, oh, you only won because of your wrestling.
Yes.
So it's like, damn, you can't even win, bro. Like, it's like they're still gonna talk shit. Oh, you just held them down for 5 rounds. But now they're like, oh, Marab, you couldn't even take him down. You couldn't even take him down. I was like, I thought you guys didn't want to fucking see.
Those are the same guys that were rooting for him in the beginning. Now that they're rooting for Yan.
Like,
so it's just like, I don't know. For me, if I'm rooting for a guy and I like make a decision, I stay with it, bro. I feel like, bro, there was did a podcast with Vision Guru, and he's like, bro, if you're a winner, you're a winner. If you're a loser, you're a loser. Like, bro, like you'll bounce back, you'll come back, and I feel like that's the mentality you gotta have, because it's like you can't be switching up and just like you're not really with one side, you're with another side, and it's like you're not really staying true to as a fan, in my opinion. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, shit. We'll see how many people jump ship from Marab to Peter. Peter did have some funny things to say in the conferences.
Dude, he's funny. I'm surprised. I'm surprised how funny he is, dude. Like the translations too. It's like this he's hilarious.
It's pretty funny. So he'll be an interesting champ. He'll be talking shit. He knows his job. And he's like, why are you guys in the jacuzzi, huh? All the guys. He got him there. I was like, damn. That shit was funny.
He got him with the jacuzzi. Yeah, he was like, he was ready for the. He was still making. He was still cracking jokes after the bell too, bro. Like after
Damn.
he was just like jacuzzi. Like, I'm pretty tired. Guy hit the jacuzzi or something like that. And it's like,
Oh,
this guy's. I think it's good to have a striker as a champ. Brings more entertaining fights. We
yeah,
got
it'll be
potentially
good.
Sean O'Malley. Got potentially a lot of strikers come back in the mix. And yeah, because Murat was just such a dominant champion where you had to worry about the takedowns. You had to worry about the cage wrestling. Maybe Corey Sandhagen could, get another shot at the title. It adds a different element to it when you're not worried about the takedown as much. You should always be worried about the takedown, but like if that's your main concern, you can't let the hands fly like you're normally used to, especially if you got hands. So, uh, what do you think will be a good matchup for Joshua Van for kind of like a defense? It seemed like Dana White was talking about like, yo, it's gonna take a while for Pantoja to come back. What can Joshua Van's probably gonna have a
God.
defense?
Well, what about like you said, Tatsuro? Is he ready for
Yeah,
that?
Tatsuro. I
I
think
think
so,
just do
bro. They're
that.
both young.
Can they do that shit in Japan or some crazy shit? Nah, that wouldn't make sense though, huh?
I think
Because
it
he's not
would.
the
I
champ
think
yet.
that's. I think who. I
Where's
think. Yeah, I
where,
think. No, not good to
where's
him.
Joshua Van from?
He's from Myanmar, which is like
Hmm.
a different country. So I mean, I would just say
Oh,
like it's like a
uh-huh.
smaller country in Asia. But I'm thinking. I'm thinking maybe. Yeah, I think Tatsuro Taro would be a good defense for Joshua Van.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I'm trying to think here,
Let's see.
but
Let's bring up. Yeah, I don't know.
flyweight. Roy Val,
Like,
I think he has a fight next week.
yeah, he does.
And that Haraguchi guy, he came back and had a great win against Nurmagomedov, I believe, or a Dagestan guy. So
You got Amir Albazi,
yep,
ranked
he
number
hasn't fought in a
4.
while. He lost to his last fight to Moreno. That's the last time he fought. And he
So
got worked pretty
yeah,
bad.
yeah, Tatsuro makes sense. I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think that makes sense, dude. He beat Moreno. Yeah,
I don't know. I would
fuck it.
love to have that job to be like, all right, we're gonna match up this guy and this guy. We're gonna see who's. I don't know. Dana White calls it the war room, but man, it seems like a freaking cool job. Setting up matches and fights and seeing where in the arena and who's gonna be there. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, 2 new champs. I couldn't have predicted that, bro. So yeah, dude, I would give my whole experience just a freaking 10 out of 10, bro. Even that Brandon lost, like the whole thing. My brother was just talking to me. He's like, bro, this thing ends in 3 hours. It's like one of those things where you didn't want it to end. And it's like, bro, come on. Because there's so many people. There was so many knockouts in the first round that they had to push the fights back. I was the first time I ever heard that. So I'm like, that's when I started using the restroom and stuff. They're like, there's a 10-minute break. There was like 4 or 5 first round finishes, like right away.
Yeah, it's happening
So
all fast.
yeah, so I'm like, oh my gosh, like what was in the air? No idea. So yeah, dude. If you guys have the opportunity to go check out some fights in the local fight scene or just in general,
UFC.
go check it out, bro.
Paramount, dog. Can't wait.
Paramount. I saw you recently got promoted, bro. How was that? How was the whole experience, bro?
Oh yeah, man. It was cool, dude. It was the school has grown. Especially the
A
kids
ton.
class. It's ton. It's fucking fun. They put both of the fucking groups together, kids and adults. So it was like probably 200 people in that gym at least.
How was
It
the
felt
parking
like
lot
it.
looking like?
Oh, dude, I parked in like spots I never parked before, like way
What?
at the end, bro. It's like,
Damn.
damn, it was like Disneyland, bro.
Holy shit.
And yeah, I saw a bunch of like new people, white belts I never seen before. And just like I was like, who are these people? And I was like, all I gotta say is just like try to stay consistent, man. I mean, even people, you guys are not even have to be like, you don't have to compete or anything, but at least try to get in there at least 2 times, like 2 to 3 times a week, bro. Don't just come don't come one time and then disappear for like 3 weeks, or go the whole week and then don't do the whole month. It's like, consistent, man. And you know, the stripes are cool, but I think the stripes are just kind of there to motivate you to keep going. I mean, it's more like a belt, because I would be okay. Just I think black belt. I know. I think brown belt. You don't even, do you even get stripes? I think
I think
I heard some
so. I
places
think some schools
don't do
don't even do
stripes.
stripes at all.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. But I see what it is, it keeps you motivated, like, oh shit, like it's progress. You're like, all right, like let's keep going. It's kind of surreal, dude. It just feels like we just started at white belt, the other day, bro,
It
other
is
week.
crazy,
And
bro.
then next thing you
Yeah,
know, it's like shit, by the end of next year, it could be a purple belt, if you keep going, or
showing up.
early the following year or some shit. It's kind of crazy. You're just like, fuck. Like it's a lot more pressure. A lot of guys are there was one blue belt promotion. Christian got his blue belt. I don't know if you
Oh,
saw that.
nice, bro. Congrats, Christian, bro. If you're listening, maybe you're tuned in, you're tapped in, but congrats on the blue belt, bro. That's a huge thing.
They try to give him another red stripe. They're messing with him, and then they brought out the blue. I was like,
Surprised you didn't
thank
start
God,
throwing
bro.
hands, bro.
I thought he was gonna start fighting him after that point, dude. Well deserved, and I can't wait to see what else he's gonna do. And
Congrats, bro.
a lot of 4-stripe white belts, so they're gonna be coming after me, and
Okay.
it's crazy, bro. But yeah,
Yeah,
it's fun. It's cool to see everyone growing, and I can't wait for there to be a bunch of blue belts. You know what I mean?
that would be
Like,
awesome.
because like it's better to train with the blue belts. They're not as spazzy. They slow down a little. They're more technical, a little more, and the white belts are just spazzy, could get hurt. We need them too, to practice, but it's cool. It's cool to see blue belt having more competition, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Giving me a harder time, and it's good. It's good for me.
For sure.
But yeah,
For
man.
sure.
How's your
That's
your
all.
training been going good, man? Huh?
Yeah, training's been good, bro. Freaking, it's cold over here, so like I've been going to morning classes, super cold. But hey, dude, like I'm glad jujitsu is like a lot more popular. You get to meet a bunch of cool different people, and it's just like being able to kind of do the same thing, and just like it's like a language, bro. It's like damn, you could like know a lot about a person just with the role. It's like damn, so it's like it's pretty cool. That's what I like about it. So I think it's cool to be able to train at different spots, and hopefully we go to some of these events and pop in for a few training sessions just to get a good look at what it's like. I really recommend if you guys, in training, just go check out some academies that have like open training policy and just get some good roles in, get a different vibe, get a different maybe learn a new technique you've never learned before. But those are like some cool things that I've noticed and still sticking with it, bro. Still showing up, still doing the thing. Some days are harder than others, but
Oh yeah.
still looking to progress. But I do have to head out of here kind of soon. But just wanted to say thank you to you guys, listening, listen to us talk. We have a lot of fun with this, jujitsu thing, UFC. This is just, a way of life for these guys. And I feel like this is why we love talking about it so much.
Hell yeah, man. Love talking about it. Love watching it. Love the sport. But yeah, man, we'll catch you guys on the next one, man.
Yes, sir.
Be out of here.
We out. Peace.
Stay black.
Stay black.
Yeah.
I was like, where's it at, bro?